Hey guys, today we're taking a look at my Evilswarm or L-Swarm deck. Now this deck is extremely similar to Constellar's. The main idea is just that you use swarming effects to XYZ summon the specific iSwarm XYZs, which have very, very powerful effects. And like I said, a lot of the cards are very similar to Constellar's. As far as the artwork, just some trivia. All the Evilswarms are actually like dark versions of other cards, which is honestly really cool in my opinion if you're into that stuff like I am. But just getting to the cards and how my deck works. So first off, Mandragora, just a very easy special summon whenever your opponent has more monsters, so you can get this guy out very quickly. Heliotrope, a very strong beater, in addition can get searched out with Rescue Rabbit, allowing you to get those XYZs very quickly, but again, very, very strong. Castor, again, this effect is the same as the Constellar one, that you can just normal summon an additional iSwarm, and because they're both normal summons, that leads you to still being able to do special summons on top of the normal summons that you get out of this, leading to some very big plays right away. And then we have Kerykeion. So Kerykeion's first effect is not really the big deal. The big deal is that it has the same effect as Sombri from the Constellars, that you can banish an iSwarm monster and then you can normal summon an iSwarm monster. Again, these are normal summons, not special summons, so you could do the special summons on top of the normal summons you're getting from Kerykeion, and maybe get two, XYZs at once, which is very strong, can lead to some very powerful plays. And then one, Lantern, just kind of helping you out, able to destroy a monster on the field, which can always be very useful. And then one, Thunderbird. Thunderbird has an interesting effect, kind of saving itself and also increasing its attack. Being able to banish itself can be very useful when you want to use certain cards. Can be very nice, countering what your opponent's doing. And then one Dark Armed Dragon, running all dark types, very useful for this, especially because we're detaching, so we're putting a lot in the graveyard. Thunder King Rai-oh, we're not doing too much of adding to the hand, so Thunder King Rai-oh is very helpful to lock your opponent down in addition to what you're already doing. And one Rescue Rabbit, like I said, to get Heliotrope very easily. So now for the spell cards, 3 MST, 2 Forbidden Lance, and 2 Infestation Pandemic. All those cards are protecting you from back row, so your XYZs will get over whatever you need and not have to worry about back row, which is very nice. Reinforcement of the Army allows you to get Castor, which is obviously a very important card, so very good to have that. Book of Moon, Allure with a Dark Deck, and Dark Hole. For the traps, a bunch of staple ones, but we also have some other ones. So Safe Zone, allowing us to protect our all our cards, but in addition, using this with the Master Key Beetle to create a lock. Also, we're using Dark Illusion to help, negate those effects that'll get rid of our monsters. And Infestation Infection, just really great to recycle what you need and get what you need. Very, very nice. And yeah, the others are just the staple traps. For the extra deck, we're going to be running 3 Ophion, pretty much a staple in every Evilswarm deck to run 3 because of how powerful this card is. It has really strong attack for a 4-star XYZ. It keeps your opponent from special summoning high-level monsters, and you can search out your Infestation spell or traps. So really powerful card. That's why you run 3, because it's just really great overall. Bahamut, just really nice card as well. Decent attack, but being able to take control of your opponent's monsters is just awesome. So great card to use. That's why I'm running 2 of it. Then we're running 2 Master Key Beetle, helping us protect things, can protect our other XYZs, on top of creating a lock with Safe Zone, leading to some really, really nice stuff, and will really annoy your opponent when you start to get this in the field and your other Evilswarms, and maybe Safe Zone as well. A lot of other staples for the 4 stars: Maestroke, Exciton, Silent Honor, Abyss Dweller, Photon, Diamond Direwolf, Gagaga Cowboy. Also running one Evilswarm Nightmare, which can help out in certain situations. For the side deck, so for my side decks, it's just kind of recommended cards when you're thinking about building the deck you can think about. It isn't a side deck for matches. If you're thinking about a side deck for actual matches, there's a lot of different tech you can use, which I'm not really going to get into, but you can search on that stuff if you want to know about that. There are other Evilswarm cards you can run, like this one I can't pronounce. Zahak I run in a couple of my decks, can be really interesting effect. Summoner Monk can be really interesting, can lead you some really powerful plays, especially when you summon like Kerykeion, for example, can lead you to do some really cool stuff. Effect Veiler, Photon Thrasher, you can run these cards and do more XYZs and have synchros and also have a Chaos Engine going, so you can run like Blackluster Soldier. In addition, you can run Kegatokage, which, you're doing a lot of normal summoning, so you can get this guy out pretty easily and summon out those dark type XYZs. Cards like Zenmaze, those level 3s, I heard people will use like XYZ Encore against Evilswarm, so you can run like something like Zenmanes to deal with that. There's a lot of other XYZs you can run if you're focusing on more of like the triple swarm, bringing out 3 level 4s. You can bring out things like Ouroboros and Violent Desigmia and things like that. If you're running a lot of those banish cards, like Salamandra and more Thunderbirds and things like that, Chaos Zone can actually be a really useful field card and could lead you to do some really cool stuff. So that's definitely a choice. You can build this into more of a banish deck if you want. That's currently not what I'm doing. But if you do that again, like things from like Burial can be helpful. DDR can also be helpful. You can also run the viruses because we're bringing out these dark type monsters. You don't really want to get rid of these monsters though. That's the one issue. So you won't, these can be dead some of the times because you want to focus on keeping your monsters out. But again, could be a great choice. Definitely situational, but can obviously destroy some decks. And Infestation Terminus is another support card for this Ice Swarm or L Swarm archetype, which can be interesting. It could definitely help you out a lot, being able to deal with 2 of your opponent cards, which can be really good. So that's my Evilswarm deck. Pretty simple, fun to play. Can be very strong right now. Its XYZs are just really, really good, and it's so easy to get them out. And I have a lot of fun using this. And I know a lot of people hate these kind of decks because of just how they play. Just very simple XYZ lockdown right away. But if you guys have your own Evilswarm decks, you can post below. Let me know in the comments. You can make suggestions for me. Maybe there's cards I didn't think about that could be really useful for this deck. I'd definitely love to hear that. But as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.